Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Review Channel. So today I'm talking about car seat. So this is a Craco 4-in-1 car seat. So if you're not familiar how to install these car seats, especially facing forward, I'm going to show you how to do it. So parents and also grandparents seem to have a lot of car seats in their car these days, and you have to install them correctly. So there's all different ways. We have forward facing and rear facing, as you can see here. Well, now she's past the age that she needs forward facing. So we're going to install this forward facing. We're going to show you how to do it. So this is for the rear facing. So there's another video online. You can take a look at that as far as rear facing, but we're doing forward facing on this video. So I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to put it in, and we're going to show you how to install the buckles and how it works. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get to the video. Okay, so a couple things you have to know. So forward facing, basically, so you want to face it so it faces forward in the vehicle. Okay, and so what this uses, it uses two belt systems. Okay, so it uses the car seat belt. What the car seat belt does is stop it from moving forward. And then we have a rear belt, a rear seat belt in the back here, and I'll show you that. This belt here. This is so it won't lunge forward. So you have two systems here, and you make sure you have to use both of these belts. My daughter didn't even realize how about this one here is so important. She just thought you just did this one. So to install this one, we'll slide it through the back, and this goes in the back of the car basically, but it secures it so it won't go forward during a collision. So you have two systems here, so it doesn't go forward, doesn't slide forward, and it doesn't tip forward. So those are the two systems that has in place here when you're at forward facing. Also, you have to make sure the bubble's in the center, and make sure you adjust forward facing here. So you have different ones here. So we have it set on 4, which works for our granddaughter. That works perfectly for her. So the correct way to do it is make sure it's flat against the back as much as possible, and you want to run the main seat belt through here. There's a little hole here, little latch here, where the main seat belt goes in. Okay, and as you lift up the back here, you'll see in the back that seat belt is going to run through here. Okay, seat belt runs through here, push it in one side, through the other side, and that's how you buckle it down. So let's just run the seat belt in. Let's just pull this out here. I'm going to start running the seat belt through here. Okay. And you sometimes need a couple people to do this because you got to hold it. The tension of the seat belt has a spring on it. No, it's spring loaded. Let's bring it down. Let's run it through here again. This way. Okay. Lift this up, and you can see the seat belt there, right here. Okay. And then we're just going to run the seat belt through here, through the system. Then we're going to run it to the other side. Like I said, you might need more than one person because the seatbelt wants to retract all the time, so you want to push it through the other side until it goes through. Put the seat down. The seatbelt lock. Okay, you want to lock into the seatbelt lock. Just like that. So now it's secured in the back, as you can see. Here's the seatbelt, so that you want to pull it so it's tight. So don't be afraid if it moves, because a lot of times you got to realize how this works with collision, that when you get into an accident, it locks here, it'll lock in the back here, and that locks just like you get to a regular car accident. It actually locks the seat in place during the collision, so the seat will not tip forward at all. But you don't want to go forward, so you do have a forward facing one for the rear tip. So let's pull that out. So a lot of people see these and you don't know what to do with these. So these are just as important as the side belts. So what you do, you take this buckle, and it has like a little hook on it. Okay, and there's always a back of all the new cars, all cars pretty much today have this little hook on the back that secures the seat belt. Okay, so let's run that to the back of the car. And run it between the seat, let it fall, and let's make sure everything is square, which it is. And let's go in the back and I'll show you how to hook that up. Okay, so you can see in the back of the car they have hooks here. We have one for the left side. You can put a seat in the center, or the right. We're going to use the left side, but that's what these are for. You can see the hook here. This hook snaps right into here, just like that. And all you do is tighten the seatbelt like a regular seatbelt, and you make sure it's nice and tight. You crank it down. That's it. And that latch just sits like that. That is secured, and that is how you secure the back belt, so the seat will not tip forward. So that's how you do it. So make sure you install that, make sure you install that correctly. Push this down, pull this up, make sure it's nice and tight. That's all you have to do. Let's take a look at the front one more time and how it's installed. And also what I like to do is just take the excess belt, instead of leaving it hanging here, I like to take it and push it back in the seat and tuck it behind the car seat so it looks neat. That back there, and we'll tuck it in the back. Okay, so I pulled up the seat belt in the back to take up the slack. What it does is it pulls the seat up, gets it exactly where it should be in the bubble. Okay, so it sits the seat correctly. It makes sure this is nice and tight, and baby's not going anywhere. Just make sure these are all strapped in correctly. When they strap them in, make sure you do that correctly, and this seat belt is installed correctly. So now it will not move forward during a collision, and it won't move forward during a collision here as well. So you got the front and you have the tip, and that's what this is designed for. So basically keeps the seat totally flush and secured during a collision, and that is the correct way to install one of these. Any questions or any comments, leave down below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and share this with everybody you know, because a lot of people don't know about that rear clip in the back. That is super, super important. That is like the number one safety thing that you need to know. I'll also leave a link down below in the description for this Craco. It's a 4-in-1. This will last up to a child up to 10 years old. So this is a long-lasting one. Has 2 cup holders. She likes that for her juice. That works out really well. Easy to release. Press the button for the straps, for the harnesses. Also, make sure when you install these, make sure these are on for the shoulders. These go near the shoulders, so that helps with the, in case during a collision, that helps with the impact. So that's important to put near the shoulders, on top of the shoulders. And make sure everything is clipped in nice and tight. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Alright guys, hope you appreciate the video. Don't forget again to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next review.